Hello everyone, this is another video, and in this video we're going to explore the Reddit, are the straights okay? And we're going to answer that age-old question on whether the straights are okay. And guess what? They're not. They're not okay. So let's jump into that Reddit.
What did men do to deserve him?
And I guess apparently it's about Pedro Pascal might be gay. And I guess this person has an issue with gay men? I really don't get this one. Pedro Pascal is cool as fuck. Like, he's very supportive of his trans sister. He's very supportive of the LGBTQ community. He's a really good actor. Like, I love the hell out of him as the Mandalorian. And he was really good in the HBO TV series Last of Us. Like, I'm not sure what else he's been in. Oh, wait, that's right. He was in an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like in his early career. And he was really good, even though it was like, you know, just that one episode.
When your daughter calls you daddy versus your son.
That's your issue, buddy. Like, why are you sexualizing that? If, like, when your child calls you daddy and you're thinking something sexual, that sounds like a you problem. And I would probably call the CPS on you, because you're probably not fit to be a parent if that's your first go-to thought when your daughter calls you daddy. You need psychological help. Ever pluck a guy's eyebrows and realize that they are absolutely not the superior gender and weak as shit? Oh, that is funny. And then this asshole had to like ruin the joke, like, my partner thought my partner thought this until she got an uppercut. She wasn't very superior after that. So you're admitting to domestic violence. You're literally admitting to domestic violence. That's interesting. Police?
Someday they will learn that's not what a man wants. After 18 years with loving parents, after 2 years with college professors.
And it's a girl with a piercing and tattoos. What makes you think that this girl in this particular hypothetical situation is doing it because she's worried about what a man wants? Like, I'm pretty sure she's not at all worried. And I'm pretty sure there are plenty of men that are totally fine with that and are insecure as you are. And then this person clapped back with, conservatives hate tattoos on women because you have to be 18 to get them. Yeah. That's actually why a lot of the people, you know, when they heard Kid Rock was performing at the alternative Super Bowl, when they got there, like, oh, he's not a kid. Well, shit. Because, you know, they really like kids. It's why majority of the people that are on Epstein Island are conservatives. Yeah, there was a few liberals, but, like, you can't really call liberals part of the left anyways. Like, liberals are more part of the right and very conservative. So I maintain my point. Is, yeah, this is true. Is conservatives do hate tattoos and piercings on women because you have to be 18 to get them, and they like them underage. Like Kid Rock, even who is a conservative, even has that in one of his songs. So, just saying. I just saw a straight woman confidently say that lesbian marriage isn't a real marriage. She said it's just two best friends who get each other off. And, like, bestie, I don't know what has gone wrong in your life, but that's exactly what marriage is supposed to be, regardless of the genders involved. Yeah, like, exactly. Like, that's actually what... Well, I mean, there's other things as well, but yeah, in a marriage, that's how it's supposed to work. You're supposed to get each other off. So if, like, that's not happening, then I don't know what's going wrong in your marriage. Maybe you need to consider a divorce, but, like, yeah, marriage is supposed to be that and tons of other things that the straight people don't like anyways. I mean, in a marriage, you're supposed to actually like your partner and want to do things with your partner, but straight people don't. They don't like doing things with their partner, and they don't like having sex with their partner. Like, I don't even get the point of why they're even getting married. The number 24 is considered gay in Brazil, so straight men have candles like this for their 24th birthdays. Really? They're that insecure in their masculinity that they're like, oh, I can't come off across gay, so I have to have these candles, because if I weren't to have these candles, people might think I'm gay. As if that's a bad thing for people to think that you are, or that numbers can be gay. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Men in Brazil need to, I don't know, get a fucking life.
Since this looks like a post that you would see from a gym bro, I'm gonna read it in my best gym bro voice. Never ever take a selfie that close, dude. Plus FGS, get rid of the flower.
Plus, the photo with the psychedelic hearts backdrop is just a non-starter. Stop with the name I'm a lost tourist smile, get rid of the beard, go to the gym, and learn some proper body language.
And then the person responded back, I wasn't looking for advice from insecure men, but thanks for the input, I guess.
I've been over 300 online dates. You've likely been on 0. You'd have well done listen to me, bro.
And then the person responded back, like, you've likely been on 0. I've been on plenty, but glad you were able to brag on Reddit like a cool guy. Online dates, does that mean like he never met the people in person that he wanted to date with? Because probably if they did meet him in person, they'd be like, this dude's pathetic. Like he's a roided up jackass that probably listens to Joe Rogan.
Sex with a condom is so gay. What's the point of fucking if there's no chance of pregnancy? Gay sex is literally the same. No legacy, no purpose, no risk.
You do realize that there are other reasons that people wear condoms when they have sex other than to prevent pregnancy. It actually prevents a lot of STDs or STIs as they're now called. But I mean, if you want to die from AIDS or gonorrhea or syphilis or any other, various STIs and how some of them mutate, you go right ahead and be a fucking idiot. So this is like some photo at some kind of store of some sort, right? Maybe a Dollar General, and it's like, girl, giggle with glitter on it. Boy, a nose with dirt on it. And then the thing right in the middle is like, I love my ungrateful children. I don't even know what to say about this one. I mean, not only do straight people not like their relationships, but straight people don't like their children. And then they do this weird shit for their definition of girl and boy. But then they want to ask you if you know what a woman is. I don't know if we should be letting them define anything, because this is how they define things. What the fuck? And apparently this is a Reddit thread about something. It's like, soy boy final boss. And someone's like, insecure chud final boss.
Nah, you look like you cry after you come. Don't talk to me.
Why are you thinking about me coming? Because they sexualize everything. That's what straight people do. Straight, cis, gender people. They sexualize everything. Everything is about sex to them. They think more about sex than anyone else. They think more about trans people than trans people do. They're always obsessed with what's in people's pants, and they're obsessed with what's in people's pants even when those people are underage. But then they want to accuse everyone else of being, groomers, and it's like, and pedophiles, and it's like, you're the ones that are obsessed with what's in people's pants, including children's pants. You're the weirdos and the pedos, not us. I really don't know what to say, really. This person was at Goodwill, and they took this photo, and they gave a description about the photo that we're about to show, but they're like, enter scene fine at the Goodwill. Full text reads, if by happy you mean trapped with no means of escape, then yes, I'm happy. And here's the actual cup, and yeah, it says, if by happy you mean, well, what we had said earlier. And it's like, again, why marry? Like, if you consider marriage a trap or marriage some kind of prison, then why are you doing it? Why are you wasting everyone's time involved and all that money and all that stuff that you waste in order to have a wedding and then all those years of marriage? If you feel like you're trapped, then just leave. Don't be married if you think it's a trap. If you think marriage is some kind of prison and that you can't be yourself, then what are you doing? Just don't get married if you consider it such a negative thing. I really don't know what's wrong with you straight people. I really don't. I don't get you. I don't understand y'all's logic. So this one's like, a religion class in Romania tells 13-year-old children that LGBT practices in contraception are sinful and grave dangers towards the sanctity of marriage. I mean, have you honestly looked at these people that are obsessed with the sanctity of marriage? They're people that have been divorced 6 or 7 times. I think if anything that's Karen, that's destroying the sanctity of marriage, it's your 6 or 7 divorces. It's not queer people. And what does contraception have to do with marriage? That's what I don't get. I don't get what the contraception part that the Romania people are teaching in their schools. And it's the same thing that the far-right conservatives in this country want to do as well. They want to push the agenda to teach the same thing that they're teaching in Romania, because you can't have productive workers if there is no productive workers. So they push this whole sanctity of marriage, this whole traditional family unit, right? So those people can have children, and then they can use these children for their factories and workers and exploit the working class in order to maximize their profits, because that's exactly how capitalism works. Okay, so we'll show you the picture of the heels, or I mean the shoes or whatever, in a second after I read this. So it's like, when my parents got married, they had to kneel at the altar. What my dad didn't know was that his brother had written something on the bottom of his shoes after kindly offering to shine them earlier. My mom's side was unimpressed. Dad's side howled. I don't know why I said hollered. And as you see, he put help on the shoes. Again, like I said, what is the point of y'all getting married if you think it's some kind of trap or imprisonment or something you don't want to do? Why are you even bothering doing it? It makes no fucking sense to me. And you're like, oh, you don't get the joke. You're right, I don't get the joke because it's not funny. Like, you're supposed to care about that person. You're supposed to want to spend time with them. You're supposed to want to do things with them. You're supposed to want to be with them. But apparently, that's not how straight relationships work. They despise the other person. Or at least that's what, these people say. I hope to God that my grandparents were like that. My grandparents were married for like 40 plus, well, actually 80 plus years or some shit. I don't know. They got married in, I can't remember. But the point is they were married for decades until my grandfather died at the age of 80 something. But the point is I hope that it never came across to me that they hated each other. That's why I thought how marriages were supposed to work, because my grandparents loved being with each other and loved spending time with each other. So I thought that's how married people were supposed to work, and that my parents were just dysfunctional. But apparently not. Apparently when it comes to straight relationships, they just hate being with each other for some fucking reason. Oh, great. This post right here. Like, not only is it just stupid, but it's also ableist. Hey, editor that's editing my video, do I have to read that part?
No, Kai, if you don't want to read that part, you don't have to. But why are you asking me? Technically, this is your YouTube channel.
Well, technically, it's our channel, my channel, your channel, and Diamond Ashes, because we do this content together. But I get your point. She's only one mega cockadoodle away from leaving woke stupidism. Wow, you're an idiot. Oh God, it continues. Of course it continues. It always continues.
And I can provide what she needs. She is definitely bratty and kinky in bed.
What are you even talking about? You can't tell that by a picture.
If she's acting like this in front of the camera, imagine how she is when cameras are off.
Acting like what? She's happy that she won. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like, if she's acting proud of her accomplishments, I know how she is in bed.
She is one of the few women I cheat on my wife for.
Oh. And you're married. I hope your wife sees what you post and she realizes that she should divorce you.
She needs a conservative man to take care of her.
No, she needs people like you to be, like, away from her by a restraining order. This person posted this, and they're like, okay, it's been a while since Christmas, but I have to say I hate these photos. Oh God, I hate these photos as well. They're like, haha, finally peace on earth because the wife and kids are quiet, and then the wife sometimes does the same thing, and it's like, again, why are you married if you can't stand the sight of them or stand the sound of them or even allow them to speak? And then you think this is funny. No, it looks like a hostage situation, and it makes people feel bad that, for you, that like, oh God, they're unhappy in their marriage. It doesn't display what you think it does. It's not funny. It's just fucking horrible. You're horrible people for doing this.
I have just started a sexual relationship with a blind woman. It's very rewarding but quite challenging. Took me ages to get her husband's voice right.
This is, like, not funny. Sexual assault is not funny. And then taking advantage of a disabled person is also not funny. You're not a funny person. If you actually did this, which I doubt it, it's a troll post, but if you actually did this, you would deserve to be locked up in prison forever. Sexual assault is not funny. I don't care that you think it's funny. I don't care if you and your friends in the locker room laugh. That just makes you and your friends pieces of shit. That is all you are. This is not funny. It's sophomore year, and your boyfriend found out you wear tampons, and that apparently means you lied about your sexual purity. Oh my God, they really don't know how tampons work, and there's like tons of TikTok videos that show that men don't know how tampons work, because they're all completely shocked when the girl like takes it and puts it in like a soda bottle or some kind of water and shows them, and they're just like, wow. So yeah, they really don't know how it works, and it has nothing to do with sexual fucking purity. What the fuck? That's not even how tampons work. Trust me, nobody's getting pleasure from those things. I've had plenty of girlfriends that have used tampons, and they talked about how painful it was to take it out, or if they stuck it in there right before they started their period,
yeah, just trust me, it's not pleasurable at all. And like some of the comments on that particular post on Reddit, like even pointed out of how dumb men are when it comes to this. This one person's like, the first time I found out some men think women get sexual gratification for tampons, I just stood there, broken, for a long time. Women weren't allowed to wear bikes because men assumed they were doing it for sexual gratification. Meanwhile, I bet none of these men think this way have ever gave a woman sexually gratifying experience. Probably not, no. Like, if they think that's all it takes, then they're probably like, oh yeah, I made her come because she said, oh yeah, baby, and like when she said, oh yeah, baby, it was just like, so yeah, baby, yeah, right there. And like, yeah, I'm a great love-making machine. No, you're not. And this person comments agreeing, is like, that's why they're terrified of women getting sexual gratification. If a woman realizes she can orgasm, she might start demanding it from him, and he can't live up to that. Yeah, like, she might actually expect actual pleasure and be like, oh wait, I'm supposed to actually enjoy this? And then he'll be like, oh shit, because I don't know how to do anything because I don't know anything about human anatomy at all.
And so I guess these are shirts, if you will. Brother, the liability. Groom, the victim. Dad, the sponsor. Best man, the enabler. Groomsman, the bad influence. I already said this, and I'm not repeating myself, because I feel like I'm repeating myself about the whole marriage thing. But if you look at marriage as a burden, just don't get married. If you look at it in a negative way and you're like, oh, my freedom's being taken away, don't get married. If you're like, oh, but now there goes my freedom, don't get married. Oh, the old ball and chain, don't get married. Just don't, okay? Just stop. Oh my God, I don't see how some of these t-shirts can exist. Like, you know, the t-shirts that I've shown in the past on this YouTube channel, and that Tonya has shown, or Diamond Ash has shown. We've showed some t-shirts that I'm like, I don't even know how this can even be sold. And this is one of those. It's like, oh, boyfriend beater. And it goes, just found the perfect shirt for my girlfriend. Domestic violence is not funny. Okay? I'm just not even going to go into it because this video is giving me a migraine. You people are giving me a fucking migraine. And this one is like how men see yoga, and you can see the various things that are in this picture. Leave it to straight cis men to just be able to sexualize everything and to do exactly that. Sexualize everything. They can just take anything out of its context, anything that has nothing to do with sex at all, and make it somehow about sex.
So I'm the bad guy for acknowledging this girl looks like a porn star?
Yes, you are the bad guy for thinking that any woman looks like a porn star. You're like, oh, that random girl looks like a porn star. Like, leave it to men, straight cis men, to take anything, again, like I said, and sexualize it. Like this person says, athletes can't exist without being sexualized. Yeah, apparently not. But yeah, it would be your problem. It would be your issue. You are the bad guy if you just seen a particular woman, you think, oh, hey, she looks like a porn star. Yeah, you're the bad guy for sexualizing something that has nothing to do with sex. So we already know this post is going to be a bad and stupid and idiotic and moronic post because it's a person bitching about feminist. It's like, the first picture will be what feminists fought for, and the second picture will be what they gave up. And so according to this brain-dead person, this miserable woman at work is what feminists fought for, and the second picture is what they gave up. No, actually that's incorrect. Actually, what they gave up was being domestic violence victims, since that second picture is not at all the accurate portrayal of what was going on before feminists fought. And the thing is you can have either one. Feminists fought for women to make the choice, for women to be able to make the choice on whether they want to be stay-at-home moms or work. They have that choice. Before feminism, they didn't have that choice. And that's what they fought for, was for to be in charge of their own destiny and their own lives. So they can have either one. And plenty of people are quite, happy with their successful business life. Not everybody is miserable. This is just your interpretation of it. And most people that are miserable in that first picture scenario, it's not because of the job. It's capitalism that they're miserable about. And this is the caption that was underneath those pictures. Working a dead-end job for a man who doesn't love you and can fire you. Okay, but like, maybe the person doesn't want to be in a relationship anyways. And again, you're a fucking idiot. Then spending your money on fast food and daycare because you don't have time to shop, cook, and raise your own kids. Welcome to liberation. What makes you think the person in the first picture wants to have kids or even has kids? And what makes you think that they don't like fast food? You're just making shit up. You're just hypothesizing made-up people that you made up in your head. Now get back in the cubicle and get to work. How about you just get back to your parents' basement and wait for your mom to bring you the Hot Pockets, you piece of shit. See, I can make up bullshit about you as well, you dumb fuck. Again, these are all assumptions you're making about the person in the first picture that you don't even know about. And again, feminism wasn't just about the workplace. Feminism was and is not just about the workplace. Feminism, in that particular scenario in the 50s and 60s, was so women had the right to choose whether they wanted a work life or a home life. And feminists of the past gave women that option to be able to choose to be a stay-at-home mom or to work. And then, of course, other stuff later on feminism started fighting against, such as the patriarchy, such as the ability for women not to be defined as women just because they can be baby-making machines, to fight against that patriarchal stereotype that all women are good for is to make babies. And there's all various other multiple things that feminism continues to fight for and fight against. But you wouldn't know that because you're a dipshit and you get all your talking points from either Ben Shapiro or that dumb fuck lobster man, Jordan fucking Peterson. Get a fucking life, you loser.
So, that was all we have time for this video. In the comment section, tell us whether or not you think the straights are okay. I'm going to say that the straights are definitely not okay, just like the cis are not okay. So tell us in the comment section of what you thought of any of this content. Check the description bar for the usual links, as always. That'll be there. And if you like this kind of content and you want to join the den, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of future videos and to become a member of the den. Anyways, thank you for watching. I've been your host, Kai. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video.
For the workers, for the nurses on their feet, for the teachers buying pencils, for the families in the heat. Power to the people isn't just a slogan on a wall. When we organize together, we don't rise alone, we all rise or fall. Healthcare on the table, but your credit's running thin. Pre-existing condition means the system won't let you in. Meanwhile, lobbies line the hallways, writing up the bill. Profit over patient, and they call that goodwill. Housing is a human right, not a hedge fund asset play. But investors buying blocks, tracing working folks away. 40% of rent, just so somebody's portfolio